Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to read government contract and opportunities on SAM.GOV. I'm going to go through a government contract opportunity step by step as if I was bidding on it, and then at the end I'm going to show you an easy way of understanding government contracts so you could save time and effort. So let's get into it. I was looking for government contracts and I found this opportunity by NATO, and it's for provisioning of office supply ordering system. The first thing that I look for in a opportunity like this is the deadline, because I want to make sure that I have enough time to place a bid. And this one has a deadline of December 2nd, which is good. It's also interesting to see when it was published, so it's not long ago, October 24th. One thing I also look for was the inactive date is the day after the deadline. So this opportunity will become inactive one day after the deadline. So they're pretty strict. They seem to be pretty strict about the deadline. So I have to submit before December 2nd. Then here I look at for classifications. If there's a set aside code, for example, if it's for small business specifically, or veteran or stuff like that, if you classify for one of these, it would be interesting to see that this business is for small businesses. In this case, it's not. I also want to make sure that I'm in the right place. So this one is for office supplies with the next code. So that's good. Since it was NATO, I was confused whether it would be in the US or not. But this one, the place of performance seems to be in the US. So that's good. Usually I go through the description quickly if it's too long, but this one seems not to be too bad. So I can actually go through it, understand what exactly they want. So it seems that they want provision of an office supply ordering system. So they wanted to do it on a recurring basis, and they want to have the ability to place orders online through a website or an application. And the contractor shall provide desktop delivery with designated HQ SACT office spaces a minimum of once weekly. So I have to deliver once weekly. It's a firm fixed price. That means that once we agree on a price, it's set in place. We can't increase it after we get the contract. And we should submit the bid before December 2nd. And then they say, please see attached. So we need to get more details in the attachments. Usually there's a lot of attachments, but we're lucky for this one. There's only one. And I downloaded it. So let's go to it and check it out. So first thing, if there's so it lays out bidding instructions. First thing, you would want to check the table of content and jump to points that would make it easy for you to make decisions. You do not want to spend a lot of time reading stuff that's irrelevant just to find out that this is an opportunity that you're not interested in. So what I'm going to do right now is we kind of have a general feeling of what this contract is. We know it's a firm fixed price. We know what it's for. We're going to skip the definitions and we're going to go directly to eligibility. We want to make sure that our business is eligible. And they have three main components for eligibility, which is established in a NATO alliance member nation. So if we're in the United States, we're good. And then that we are working in the required field of study and legally authorized to operate in the country. We have a business in the United States and we are legally authorized to work in the United States. And at time of bidding, we have to be legally authorized. We know the place of performance is in the United States, so we're good. And they care about past performances, so has performed at site past performances, including size, cost, and scope. So we have to describe that in the RFP that we have past performances. We know the deadlines, but we want to make sure that the duration of contract aligns with what we have in mind. So it should be so the second that the awarded the contract, it should be effective upon date of award. So they have these periods. First one is the first year, and then there's optional periods of up until 2029. So that's good. Since it's NATO, I think this one is exempt from taxes. So the agreement goods and services under this contract are exempt from taxes. So that's nice to know. And then we know the deadline. We read it on SAM.GOV. And then this is very important. We want to know what we should include in the proposal. So we see that we have to submit two PDFs and two PDFs by December 2nd. The first The PDF should have a table of content, the bidder's full name, address, point of contact, email, and so on. Compliance statement, which is enclosed in this PDF, past performances, list of key personnel, so we have to list the team, and we have to provision technical and price volume, which is included in this document. And then best value compliance matrix, and also it's included in this document. So we have to submit two documents, one containing the technical proposal and one containing the price proposal. So technical proposal would include the table of content, our full name, address, point of contact, email, and so on. And then it would include the compliance statement, past performances, and then the second one would probably include price-related stuff such as the value, best value compliance matrix, and technical and price volumes. And they've given us emails that we have to submit the technical proposal to and the price proposal to. So this is very important that you send each to this specific email. So late proposal apparently is a no-no. And what else do we want to go over is the communication. They have listed the point of contact here. And then we have all the documents that they told us about, which is the past performances, compliance statement, and so on. So with that, you kind of get an idea of the proposal, all of the details, and we managed to read through it one by one. And then now we know what we have to include in our bid, where to submit it, and how to submit it, and by when. So you want to capture these details, and then you decide whether you want to submit a bid or not. And then if you want to submit a bid, you're kind of 50% there. You kind of know all the main components, and you just have to actually sit down and do the work to submit the proposal. And as I promised, I'll show you a way of doing this, and that's through Samsearch.co. Samsearch.co is the easiest government contracting software. It allows you to search, find, understand, and bid on government contracts. So in this case, what we have here is a summary, which makes it extremely easy to understand what we're asked for. So for example, here we know that they want the contractor, the summary states that they want a contractor to provide office supplies regularly with a capability for online ordering through a website or application. And then they give us the deadline, all the details. So if we come here, instead of going through the attachments, this one we're lucky we only had one PDF to go through. In most of government contracts, we get much more than that. So what we're going to do is going to ask it a few questions to quickly get all the details that we care about. So what I'm going to say, explain this opportunity briefly. So yeah, once I click on chat, I can come here and ask it questions based on the description, summary, and all the attachments. And now it's going to go through these and generate a response for my question. The primary goal is to establish office supply ordering system. It's firm fixed price. The performance period begins on January 1st through December 31st with optional extension until December 31st, 2029. There's a deadline, the requirements. Okay, so now we know the basic information. Now we want to know what are the evaluation criteria. So we want to know what we will be evaluated based on. Okay, so now we get an idea of what they're going to evaluate based on: successful administrative submission of bid packages as specified in the RFP. For technical and pricing factors, bids will be evaluated based on technical factors and pricing, with a weighing of 70% for technical, 30% for price, best value, and then technical clarifications. They may conduct clarifications regarding technical aspects to ensure understanding and compliance. Well, now we know what the evaluation criteria is. We want to know how do we submit a bid. So we're given exactly the info that we saw in the RFP. So the technical proposal should be submitted to this email, and then the price proposal should be submitted to this email, the deadline, and then the stuff that we need to include. I'm going to ask, what should I include in the proposal? So I want to know what key things that have to be there in the proposal. Past performances, technical proposal, best value compliance matrix, and also we are given the source, so where it's getting this information from. In the case you have multiple documents, it's important to know that where it's getting this information from, and it's not making this stuff up. So that's good. And then I want to ask, what are the submission details? and we're given the submission details. So with this, we saved so much time. Instead of reading a long document, and we're lucky in this case it's only one document, we're able to get the main key information in a matter of minutes. So it makes it super easy to do government contracting, and with this, I will be able to view multiple more government contracts. So yeah, check it out. You get a 7-day free trial for Samsearch.co. The link is in the description. You'll be able to access all federal government contracts, all state, local, city government contracts. You can chat, generate proposals. It will just make your life and government contracting for you much easier. I hope this was helpful. If you liked the video, please thumbs up and subscribe, and talk to you soon.